Hey, this is Sam here from kitchengadgetsclub.com and also the voice behind the popular Kitchen Gadgets podcast, Magic with Gadgets. Today I've got a brilliant one for you, and it is a no washing up gnocchi tray bake with cherry tomatoes, mozzarella cheese, a delicious balsamic and basil dressing. It's just a brilliant all-in-one dinner or lunch that you can make for yourself using your air fryer. I'm doing this in my flex straw, which I absolutely love, and what I love most about it is these foil trays that we can make our food with in the air fryer. 2 of them just fit in the flex straw. And that means that you can do a bigger portion for your lunch or your dinner. Perfect for if you're feeding 2 for lunch. And because they just fit side by side like that, it saves on washing up. But also when you're using these flex straws and you're trying to cook dinner in them and you're doing things like cherry tomatoes, they can slip under the little grate and it just can get really messy and annoying. So instead we're going to use these, and it's just going to make life even easier. And if you're wondering about these, they're 7-inch square and we feature them in Air Fry Easy Every Day. We refer to them in there as Pat's Pans because it was a reader of ours called Pat that got us hooked on them. So, shall we get started? So, beyond the foil trays, what else do you need? So we've got foil trays, we've got gnocchi, we've got chorizo, we've got cherry tomatoes, we've got grated mozzarella, and Dom's very kindly chopped me some fresh basil. And those are the main ingredients that we use in this recipe, and then whilst it's cooking we can be making the dressing, and then it will be perfect as a lovely light dinner or lunch in summer. So let's talk gnocchi for a minute. I would always make my own when we lived in Portugal with just some flour and some cheese and some leftover mash. But when you're using shop bought, it's quicker cooking. So just bear that in mind depending on which type you use it. And then what I want to start with is getting these trays sat there in the air fryer, because then once they're in, it makes your life easier. So getting out my jewel. And then foil tray, you can tell it just almost fits. So if you put the other one next to it and then bend them down in the middle there, then you can just fit them in. They're like, it'd be great if they did one that was the exact size of the whole basket, but they don't. So this is the closest thing that we have. So then I've got a pack of gnocchi. I'm not weighing it out, but you want to roughly put half in each. I've not done a very good job there, so I'm just going to move some over. Or one person's going to get cross that one has more on their dinner plate than the other, because we know we all have arguments in our house about that, don't we? Next on the ingredients list is the cherry tomatoes. Cherry tomatoes and gnocchi cook brilliantly together, and I've just got your bog standard plain pack of them. No need to chop them up, just shove them in their hole like that. And then next on the list is you want to add in a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. So a drizzle in each, and then give both of them a good seasoning of salt and the pepper. And then after the salt and pepper, you can add in a little bit of basil. I'm not adding in too much now because it'll end up burning if you add too much straight away. And then you can use your hands to give them a good mix. So you want that olive oil everywhere. No, you can use one hand, and then you've got another clean hand to set the time and temp of the air fryer with, and it will save you on constantly washing your hands when you're making it. So now I'm happy, I'm ready. So turn it on, and to start off your gnocchi, we're going with Mega Zone air fryer, 180 Celsius, that's 360 Fahrenheit, and a cook time of 8 minutes, and then press start. Have you checked out Air Fryer Easy Every Day yet? It's our brand new air fryer cookbook Following on from the success of the Complete Air Fryer Cookbook, it has over 140 everyday air fryer recipes for you to follow along with at home in your air fryer. Perfect for different types of air fryers too, as it covers the air fryer oven, basket and dual air fryers, as well as some fun recipes if you're cooking for one. So what are you waiting for? Go and order yourself a copy now and you will not be disappointed. It's from 12 years of air frying. So whilst the gnocchi is doing its magic in the air fryer, it's a good time to gather up and sort out your salad dressing. I absolutely love balsamic vinegar with my salad, so gnocchi just shouts it out, doesn't it? So what I have got is, it's very simple, so don't be worried that it's too complicated or whatnot. I've got extra virgin olive oil, balsamic vinegar, I've got freshly chopped parsley, freshly chopped basil, and then I've got one of my favourite jars, which is perfect for holding spare dressing in, shaking up your dressing or whatever, and then a measuring cup so I don't add too much. And then what I've also done is I've got the chorizo chopped up ready for when the air fryer beeps, so I can add that. So open up your jar. Also hang around because I've got a brilliant washing up trick for you shortly. So you can do this in any order that you want. This is the balsamic. So I tend to go with equal amounts of extra virgin olive oil to a balsamic. I want a quality balsamic, so I tend to go with M&S. Don't really use that much, so that's why I kind of accept the price. And then of course, next on the list, extra virgin olive oil. I've just glanced over, we've got 2.5 minutes at the moment left on the gnocchi. So we can then check on it and see how it's doing. And then I also recommend adding in a little bit of water because it just helps dilute it perfectly without it being too strong on the balsamic. So I'm just going to grab some water. So I've just got a tablespoon of water there. So now this is what the balsamic mixture looks like so far. And then you want to add into that a bit of fresh basil, a bit of fresh parsley, and then that is your mixture. So then, lid on, give it a really good shake, and then that is your amazing salad dressing, and this will keep for 2 days in the fridge, so it's perfect for if you want to make ahead and make some of these for a few lunches. And it's just great on some salad and whatnot in the summer season. You know, you can't take the Mediterranean out the girl. So now I'm just waiting on the air fryer. It has got just 40 seconds left. And then what we can do is we can add some basil to it, see how it's doing, see if it needs a shake, and then see how it's coming along. So the air fryer is now on its cool down, so should we check and see how our gnocchi's doing? Oh wow, look at that so far. Oh, those tomatoes look amazing. Oh, I love tomatoes. And then grab yourself a wooden spoon or whatever's easiest and give them a good mix. Oh yes, them tomatoes look fantastic. I love when the tomatoes wrinkle up. And then what you can do is you can add some, oh, that's the beep because it was on its cool down when we opened it. You can add some extra virgin olive oil more if you want, but I don't really like more. It's totally personal choice. And then you can add in some parsley. You can add in some basil as well. And then once you've done this, you can add in your chorizo. I love chorizo. I would choose it over not ordinary sausages, but that's what 13 years living in Portugal does. I used to get excited over it and how good it looked. It's not quite the same here. And then when you've done that, it's ready to go back on. So they're ready to go back on. So should we give them a little bit longer? So pop it back in. Then let's continue cooking the gnocchi, and you're looking for air fry, 200 Celsius. That's 400 Fahrenheit and a cook time of 4 minutes, and then press start. So I've let it have its cool down as well as its air fry, and then I can show you just what they look like. And then if you want, you can add some more cook time to them if you want them more golden. So let's see what they're like. So that is what they look like right now. Oh, I just want to eat them. So you can see that some of the chorizo has gone nice and crispy. You're getting some colour now on your gnocchi. So it's like, how golden do you actually like your gnocchi? It's like toast, isn't it? You know, some of us like it really light and some of us like it really dark. Same with bacon, and it's just personal choice. So I'm just going to add a couple of extra minutes just so that you can see the difference if you give it a little bit longer. So pop it back in. So let's finish cooking the gnocchi. So you want air fry, you want megazone, you want 200 Celsius, that's 400 Fahrenheit, and then you want a cook time of just 2 minutes, and then press start. And we've beeped. So shall we check on them and see how they're doing? Oh wow, look at that. Gnocchi, cherry tomatoes, some olive oil, some fresh seasoning, some chorizo. It just all goes so well together. So, shall we get it out and get it assembled in some nice bowls? Of course, we're going a bit Mediterranean today. I picked up 6 of these from a charity shop for £5, so I'm really impressed with these, and I haven't used them on video yet, so I thought today could be the day. So, I'm going to get a tea towel, because I don't want to burn myself when I'm getting these out. That's one. It's harder getting the first one out because we've forced 2 of them in there together. And there you have it. Those are the 2 so far. So, should we get this plated up? So, I've got some rocket leaves here. I'm just going to move things out the way so you've got a better view. So how much salad do you want? Now that's a personal question, isn't it? Some of us love it and some of us hate it. I can guarantee that Kyle will come in here, he'll grab the gnocchi and the chorizo and he'll leave the rest. So we've got a nice selection going there. Still got some left in the bag for something else. Each foil tray is 1 person's portion. So let's just pop it all up on there, and look at that. That's just so far. So that's 1 foil tray out of the way. Let's do the same with the other one. So don't be afraid to get all the juices in from the chorizo. And then, oh, I can't believe it. The first portion missed a piece of chorizo. So now you've done that, we can add that lovely balsamic vinaigrette that we made to serve with it. So do you remember this that we made whilst the air fryer was on? So you can add as little or as much of this as you want. You can just have a drizzle on top, depending on how you like it. The same with the second one. So I've got a little bit left in there, so it's up to you. You could add a bit more over the 2 of them. And then what I've also got, just to finish it off nicely, is some grated mozzarella. So add to the top some mozzarella. And then you can do the same for both of them. Then once you've done, you can finish it off with some fresh chopped herbs on top. So I've got a bit of basil and I've got a bit of parsley on top. And we're done. Can you believe that? Just how easy that was. That's 1. That's 2. With some gnocchi, some chorizo, and just give yourself a bit of Mediterranean because it's getting a bit warmer now, or it's supposed to be here in the UK. But of course, no matter where you live, these are absolutely delicious. And as it sits there, the mozzarella will start to melt as well, and it's just so yummy. So I'm going to go and get a fork and tuck in. Oh, so let's try some, shall we? Oh, yes. Can't just have one piece of gnocchi, can you? And as I said, the mozzarella will then start to melt as it's sat there, which it's done a fine job of that, hasn't it? Oh wow. Just wind that round like we're eating spaghetti, shall we? And this is just really, really good. And it's just a simple recipe. I do the similar with different ingredients if you want. I'm allergic to pesto, but you could use that instead if you wanted to. But this basil vinaigrette is just so good. Well, I kept you to the end because I had a brilliant washing up hack for you. So just a second and I will show you it. I'm just looking for this in between eating. What you do with this is you fill it up with some water, washing up liquid water. But if you fill it to the top, securely fasten it, give it a really good shake, it will do a brilliant job of cleaning it for you. So that's what it looks like now. I'm just going to put it, pour it into the sink. And then you look at it now, it's almost clean. So now it just needs a quick wash up and you sauce it. So that's it, that's gnocchi, and I hope you have enjoyed this, and here's to a wonderful summer. Thanks so much for watching our YouTube video. It feels so amazing that you've stuck around to the end. And of course, that must mean that you like our videos. So why not also follow us on social media? You can find us at the Kitchen Gadgets Club on Facebook and on Pinterest, TikTok. We're Kitchen Gadgets Club. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel for more great videos like this one. And you can also find us at kitchengadgetsclub.com, where we have a membership that shares brand new kitchen gadget recipes every week. And we also have lots of great ideas, resources, tips and tricks. And we are an ovenless kitchen, so we teach you exclusively how to cook with kitchen gadgets. And a ciao for now.